I will start a quick presentation. And before we jump into the storytelling and experience sharing, I wanted to speak why we actually talk about the ICT industry as such and what is happening in it in the recent years. So Women Go Tech has analyzed and has made a big paper to see what is happening in the ICT industry in European Union in the latest years and what is going to happen in the upcoming years. What is the number of the ICT specialists? What is the size of the ICT market? Which markets are bigger, which are going to grow, or maybe some markets are there about to decline. And we saw that analyzing European Union markets, you can see that, of course, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Poland, the big markets, are the ones leading based on the number of the ICT specialists. But what is mostly interesting and what was mostly interesting for us is how well the demand for the specialists will look like based on the recent trends on how fast the industry was growing in general. So as you can see, the first graph in 2020, Germany, France, Italy were at certain position with a number of the ICT specialists. But based on the recent trends, the growth and the number of ICT specialists by 2025 is going to grow in all of the markets, and in some very aggressively. So we are at the stage in the technology industry where the demand for specialists is huge. The pandemic situation has accelerated the development of ICT companies quite a lot. And we saw that the demand for specialists is never ending. That's one thing, but the supply of the specialists is a big challenge for all of the governments, for all of the companies to find a sufficient number of specialists to join open positions. And the second graph shows on the percentage of women as part of these ICT specialists and how many of them are actually joining this industry. So you can see that the EU average is actually very, very low. It's only 19% is what we have as a percentage of women working in the ICT industry in the 2020. And although in most of the markets, we can see that the percentage of women joining ICT industry is about to grow, but by a very, very small percentage. And we see that the companies and even the talents are missing out a lot of not joining the industry. So there is a forever challenge, I would say, that companies are complaining to us that there are not enough specialists. We would like to hire a lot of people, but we do not have anyone to choose from. However, we also see that only 1 out of 5 in European Union women are working in this industry. And there is something happening why more and more women are not selecting this as their opportunity for the future career. So with this challenge, we saw that if nothing is going to change, although Lithuania, where we are from, we have roughly 25% of women joining, working in the ICT industry, although we are on the top. But I joined tech 10 years ago, maybe more. But for many years, I was the only one in the telecom industry working with my customers and not having anyone as an example. So if these trends are not going to change, we are going to miss out a lot on opportunities in general to build a competitive businesses. We are going to miss a lot on the opportunities to digitalize, and of course the talents are going to miss out on opportunities to join a very perspective industry. So for us with Women Go Tech team, we wanted to do something about it, and we wanted to change the situation. And we thought about not only studies where everyone can just simply join university and then, go programming and I know IT project management, etc., and only then join the industry, but focus on something that we can do right now, and focus on requalification and find how we can crack that code. That's how I say, to help people to actually join the industry without formal knowledge. Just very quickly about myself, I graduated from economics because I was supposed to be a good student, going to a very trendy professions and so on. But my first work, when I started to work, was in telecommunications. I worked in the very engineering industry, and I had to sell some of the antennas and the cables and everything that I had no understanding of. So of course, the first years were pretty challenging for me, and I wanted to learn as much as possible, and I was looking for different ways on how could I advance in this industry, on where could I go for tips and tricks, for advices. That's why, with like-minded people, we were looking for some kind of programs, some kind of projects which would be helpful for women to find their journey requalifying to tech a bit easier. And today I can proudly, in a way, say that we could not find those programs actually, but we created Women Go Tech, and with a very strong mission on navigating your career towards tech. Navigation is not an easy thing, of course, but we set ourselves a very clear goal that we want as many women as possible joining tech industry by requalifying to tech and showing everybody around that it is possible, doable, and it's okay to be in tech, and we can perform very, very well. What is that? So we did that in 2017, I guess, and we set ourselves a goal. We are coming from Lithuania, but right now, while we are talking to also you, because this becomes a global program, but we started in Lithuania, a tiny market, and we set ourselves a goal. Let's focus on the real success stories. Let's not focus on the blah, blah, blah. Let's focus on the things that really create a difference, and let's help women requalify. Then we don't know what we are doing, so we were just jumping in with a random project, but we set ourselves a goal. Let's do at least a support to 500 women who successfully work in technology industry thanks to our program. At that time, our goal looked crazy. We didn't know how to do it, but we found different methods and mechanisms. And today I can proudly say that the program helped more than 600 women to work and successfully requalify to tech. We created a mentorship program. It was just called Women Go Tech Mentorship Program then. And out of all of those women who participated and were selected to our program, 65% of them are now working in tech industry. And some of them are becoming mentors for one of our programs that we will tell a little bit later. So it looks, and they came from very, very different backgrounds, but it looks like we found several different models on what might help women to find their success path in the career, their career in tech. And of course, the program has many partners, and it's trusted by different institutions, supported by the former president, the first female president in Lithuania, Dalia Grybauskaitė. And we started creating this as a community and as a movement in Lithuania to help change the perception of who can and who cannot be in tech, right? So very quickly, what is Women Go Tech? Women Go Tech, as I mentioned, is like a movement here in Lithuania, but we are right now expanding. And Women Go Tech is not a training course, not a school, not a university. Women Go Tech is a program that is focused on different things, but all of those things are helping you to find the best way, the fastest way to requalify to tech. And so we call sometimes that it is a facilitation of your learning journey. So we do mentoring, we do tech content sessions, we do events, we do community, we do conferences, many aspects that would help you in this journey, and you will not be left alone wondering, whom to ask, what to Google, and where to go for advice. And in this journey, by organizing Women Go Tech, we'll learn several things. Those things I want to share a little bit with you today throughout today's session of what we found, what works and what doesn't in this requalification journey. So first is we learned that there is, the saying that there is a glass ceiling, that sometimes women go in their careers, they bump into invisible ceiling, and they are not being promoted to different positions because of the certain discrimination and stereotypes that are existing in the industry. But with the technology, we learned that there is a different term. There is a term, sticky floor. Sticky floor, the term is used when we notice that sometimes what we need to provide is we need to provide information, where to go, what to learn, and what kind of technology specialty to choose, and am I a good fit for that specialty. We also learned that we have to find ways to motivate, inspire, and encourage women to make that first step. It's not so easy to do. The requalification, it wasn't very easy for me when you think that you understand everything and suddenly you understand nothing. It is a demand for community and for support to actually make that very, very first step to start the journey. Everything else is going to be fine. And in that journey, we learned that we have to explain that tech is not just programming. Technology industry has so many offers, and there are different opportunities. You can go into cybersecurity, you can go into quality assurance, you can go into UX, UI design, product ownership, project management, data analytics, business analytics, backend, front end, different topics, what you can do, even production engineering, which is close to my heart because I always work in production companies, but there are different things what you can do, and they require different skill set, they require different preparation, there are very different career paths that you can choose, but someone has to explain. And this is what Women Go Tech tries to do, explaining on what kind of sessions to choose and where to go. What we also learned that when we offer this explanation and when we offer this support, we see that women respond. And this is just an illustration how Women Go Tech was growing as a program from the first season, which you can see, like, we only had 45 participants who were selected for our mentorship program. But in the last years, we selected more than 250, so 260. These were the number of participants in the latest years who came to our program and who told that, yes, I'm interested and I would like to start this journey. All right. So we built a community of so many women who are interested to requalify, so they become mentorship program participants. We also launched a different program that is called Discovery, and I will talk a little bit later, where we had tens of thousands of women joining our program and learning what it is tech, what I can do there, and how can my requalification journey look like. So today we are a very big community, I would say, in rather small market, and we are growing even bigger with different markets of people living everywhere in Europe. We also learned a second thing, that we need role models. We need real examples to create the movement, to show us the example. And we need a different I always say, not as CEOs, not as famous people, but really our sisters, our cousins, our friends, to show us that everything is possible. So we were very inspired to see those success stories of those women who successfully requalified to tech. And you can see here that they are of a different age, different education. Some work in humanitarian sciences, some work in social sciences, some were like dentists, some were, Ruta worked in textile industry. She was managing it in a pretty high position. And when she was requalifying, actually her mentor was younger than she is. So they had quite a challenge as well at the very beginning, but she was requalifying at the same time when her daughters were going to university. So I would say very different stories. And one of the stories we also have together with us today, Valeriia. She was also participant at one of our programs, in mentorship program. So I would like to ask maybe Valeriia, you can quickly, like we have, I guess, like 5-7 minutes to share your story. How did it look like requalifying to tech, and what was your personal feeling and how mentors helped you? So as participants asked, you most probably will switch to Ukrainian, but I'm sure I will try to catch a bit.
Hello, everyone. So I will switch into Ukrainian, so you could better understand, maybe like even ask some questions. Я закінчила другий сезон Women Go Tech програми. Це було ще 5 років назад. І тоді я якраз жила в Вільнюсі вже 2 роки. Я вчилася в докторантурі, але я розуміла, що я не буду працювати по своїй спеціальності, коли закінчу докторантуру. Тому я якраз шукала саме перекваліфікацію. Я мала на меті працювати в тех, і тому побачила в інтернеті рекламу програми Women Go Tech і вирішила, що треба подати свою заявку. Моя ментор була Кристина Велетіта, яка працювала в Дельфі ЛТ, це дуже відоме локальне медіа. Ну і ми з нею зустрічалися один раз на місяць, бувало пару разів на місяць, і саме обговорювали прогрес стосовно моїх цілей. Коли ми познайомились, то ми поставили професійні цілі, особисті цілі. Ну і коли зустрічались, то якраз обговорювали, який прогрес. Вона мені давала багато всяких advices. Ну і програма бувала десь півроку, і що було важливе, так це мати саме той приклад жінки, яка є і успішною, коли ти ще тільки починаєш свою кар'єру, а вона вже знаходиться там. Тому саме з такого аспекту було дуже цікаво. Інший аспект – це саме ком'юніті дівчат, у яких одні цілі, у яких спільні прагнення. Це також дуже мотивує. Так.
Вибач, Валерія, де ти, в якій сфері ти проходила програму?
Я проходила в сфері digital маркетинг.
Можливо, я прослухала. Лише запитати.
Це також сфера, де дуже багато чоловіків, як це не дивно, тому що є дуже багато чисел, треба все як це calculate, треба розраховувати. Тому
і ти зараз також працюєш в digital маркетинг, так?
Так, я зараз працюю в техкомпанії, яка називається Deeper. Вона робить смарт-продукти та також аплікації. Тому я зараз продовжую саме свою кар'єру в цьому напрямку. Але що було дуже важливим саме почути від ментора, ну, те, що, наприклад, я їй кажу про якісь там свої проблеми, що в мене там щось не виходить. Ну і вона якби бачить в усьому це якби не проблема, але можливості. Тобто ти їй розповідаєш, що там в тебе щось там не виходить, або ти там десь приймеш участь в якомусь проєкті, то вона якби тебе мотивує і каже, а що ти ще тут можеш зробити? А що ще ти можеш зробити? Ну, тобто вона якби стимулює тебе більше розвиватись. А на той момент у мене було реально дуже багато справ, тому що треба було вчити і мову, плюс була докторантура, плюс я там проходила, мала також роботу, тобто дуже багато всього. І я кажу, от як мені розподілити свій час, тому що дуже багато всього хочеш встигнути, плюс треба курси пройти по перекваліфікації. Тому моя ментор якби мені сказала, що спочатку треба наладити свій сон, спочатку ці базові речі поставити в пріоритет, і потім вже якби треба не виділяти час, а треба робити час для того, що тобі потрібно. Тому це було дуже важливо почути саме, що не треба підстраюватись під час, а треба самій виділяти час на ті речі, які тобі важливі.
А можна ще запитання, да, Валерія?
Так.
Скажи, будь ласка, я так розумію, що там десь біля 6 місяців ви проходили з ментором програму навчання. А що стосовно до практики, чи дають яку можливість практикуватись? Є такі якби пропозиції якісь чи ні в цьому ком'юніті?
Наприклад, коли ви проходите програму, навіть в Facebook-ком'юнітах, в групах, то буває, що ви якби в одному ком'юніті, то там кидають там вакансії, наприклад, що ця фірма шукає таку-то позицію, або дівчата обмінюються між собою, що там хтось шукає таку позицію. Тобто буває, що там з'являються такі пости, де саме предлагають якусь практику.
Це як таке, як працевлаштування, я вже розумію. Да? Але зараз ми ж знаємо, що криза на IT-ринку, і джуніор вакансії, вони, якби йдуть дуже-дуже важкувато. Ось тому в мене таке запитання, чи пропонують, чи це зашито в програму, чи, я так розумію, це рандомно в ком'юніті, коли там появляється така потреба, да, то їх кидають. А так, щоб якби практика була представлена, то такого немає, да?
Я, мабуть, на англійську трошки приключу, щоб вже Друна саме сказала.
Добре, я можу
I think I will explain, yeah?
Yeah, so I will talk a bit how it was before when I was, and how I see now that what's happening, that the main part of the program from my side, it was that you get the mentor that coaches you, from the support side, I would say, plus you also get the community of the like-minded girls. Plus there were a lot of events where you can get acquainted with each other. Plus you get acquainted with the top managers of various companies, of the workers. So at least it's like networking. So you can get the contact by yourself, and then you can ask, maybe you have the position, or maybe there is the possibility to get the practice. And also I remember that from time to time somebody posts about the available vacancies, about the internships. So it's like the effect also of the program.
And I think what I will do is I will go right now with a bit more in details about what kind of programs we have today and how they will operate, so that you can select a little bit more. Because for us, the focus of one of the program is to introduce what you can do in tech, and for the second program is to actually help you to find the first job, right? So the mentors and the community and everybody is focused on helping you to find the first internship, first job, or any career opportunity where you want to go. And everything what Women Who Tech does is willing to support this process, right? So if Valeriia, can I go now with the presentation? So I guess Valeriia continue talking a bit about community power, on what it helps and what does it mean community for us. community is, first of all, technology companies that support Women Go Tech. So we have, you can see some international, some local names and so on. These are the companies that say it's important that women would go and join technology industry. They share their experts, they share their mentors, they share their knowledge, which you cannot get if you just go, you know, to university. They are sharing on how business operates in tech today, and they are sharing their inspiration and in many cases open job positions if they're hiring for the roles to get those jobs and to help you grow in those jobs. So we try to be the representative of a big number of technology companies in different local and international who are organizing some activities to support more women joining technology industry. And the second part of our community is also women who are our alumni, our women who are participating, who also invite and you know, sometimes challenge and support each other to help you in this journey, so that you have a community where you can go with questions very openly on what to do, where to go, and how to learn. Of course, I will fast forward here. We have lots of mentors, both men and women, and they are a big part of your success because they dedicate their own time to help you answer the questions. And in some cases, they help you in this journey. It's like where to go, how to present yourself in the job interview, how to speak, how to, even if you don't have an experience as a junior specialist, how to sell yourself so that the company would invest in you and would help you learn and grow. The mentors, in our case, they were also, you know, promoting some employees to each other and saying, hey, I have a fantastic data analyst, but I am not hiring right now for data analysts. Maybe you, dear mentors, you can help me to employ the person, because this person is really a star and she will grow and they will be a fantastic specialist. So we try to create this ecosystem that would help will help women grow in their roles, and as well men and women to help mentor them so that the ICT industry is changing. And the last one, so of course we speak a lot about whether tech is for me and what we can do for it. So I come here to the two programs which Women Go Tech created right now for this year. And our new goal is to help 25,000 women to help in their requalification to tech journey. And for that, we have two programs. One is Discovery Program, another is Acceleration Program. Discovery Program is created for those who really want to understand what can I do in tech. So if I have worked in completely different industry, I don't know what I can do in tech. I need to understand what the product owner does. I don't know what the data analyst does, or I read somewhere in the article, but I still need a more explanation what would be the career journey, how is that a good fit for me. We created a course which is 12 sessions of 45 minutes. And that would explain what different roles are possible, what kind of specialties you could choose, what does it mean to requalify to those, how long it will take for you to requalify, what kind of courses to take if you want to advance in this knowledge, etc., etc. So basically we took what experts know, we asked them to put it into 45 minutes and explain to those who wonder what could be done. We will also have a course on what kind of programming languages to learn or how different they are. We will also have a course that would help you to prepare yourself in terms of the soft skills and what is needed for the job requalification and etc. This course is going to be in English, but it will have subtitles in English, Polish, Czech, and Ukrainian. of course, so that you can feel a bit more confident, maybe comfortable with the language if you don't feel so. Sometimes even listening in English, subtitles in English are needed. So this we try to make as understandable as possible. So this is the program that is going to be short, that is going to be with the online courses. We will have question and answer sessions, so the calls for everyone, and we will provide a certificate once you completed the course that, of course, you listen to it. It will have some tasks to do, to measure, some homework to do, but it's very light to see whether you are a good fit for any of the tech specialties. The second program we created is called Acceleration Program. This program is a 6 months long program. So if you already know, and if you already took some course, if you already passed some certificate, but you still do not have a job or are wondering how to get there, this is a program which will help you to accelerate that career and get into tech industry with a full requalification. So if in the first discovery program you learn where to go, this program is a good fit for those who already know where to go but don't know how to go there, or started just looking for a job and you think that mentor, community, content sessions will help you to get there faster. So this is the program that previously we called that mentorship program, but right now it's called acceleration program, that has all the combination of the things: mentoring sessions, content sessions, events with companies, conference, and of course the community events that would help people to faster get a job and start that kind of journey. Of course, for Ukrainian women, doesn't matter where you are, both of the programs are for free. The first program, Discovery Program, you just get into the program and that's it. For Acceleration Program, you have to apply, and we have a selection so that people who are motivated, who know where to go, who already made the first step into tech industry, or at least did something, all right, that they get into the program and they get all of our support to actually accelerate that career. So whichever program is you think the best for you, we will be able to answer the questions a little bit later, but of course this is a focus for us because we think that Ukrainian women are the powerhouse of the ICT industry in general, and we really want to support in this journey. We have an experience here in Lithuania of what it takes. So for us, it's really important that we could share that kind of knowledge and build a community that is focused on such a support. For that, we also have Irina, who is today with us. She is going to join Women Go Tech in 1 week. So she's not there. So she will be the main contact for our Ukrainian community. And she will be guiding and working quite a lot with all of you. So Irina, I give a word maybe to introduce quickly yourself.
Yes, thank you. I've been actually honored to become a community manager who will be working with our Ukrainian participants. I am originally from Ukraine. As you see, I'm from Cherkasy region, so please do not hesitate talking to me both in English or Ukrainian. Those who are from Cherkasy, hi. I don't know, I haven't seen anyone reading the chat.
It's me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, we need to talk. And right now I am based in Vilnius for almost a year. Why am I here? We all know, but Lithuania is my second home, as I studied here previously, like 4 years ago. So yes, excited for this new journey to start for me, and excited to see how your lives will be transforming thanks to Women Go Tech. Thank you.
Yeah, so before I get a word to Nastya, so both of the programs, I just wanted to say that you can go to our website, womengotech.com. Our application deadline for both of the programs, 22nd of March. So it's very, very soon. It's the right time right now why we are talking. It's super fast, I would say. But if you are here, I'm sure that that you are interested. So if you would need additional advice on which program to choose, we are here. But we also, by focusing on Ukrainian women, we also build partnerships with our different organizations who are working on different aspects of tech. So we have Anastasia here, Anastasia Petrova from Beetroot Academy. Maybe you know, maybe you don't, but I will ask also Anastasia to share a bit of their experience of what it means to work on requalification and what is important and how we can together support you on this journey.
Thank you so much, and hi everyone. I will make a quick intro in English, so you also, as Durna, understand.
That's okay.
And I switched to Ukrainian as there were requests for mixed language. I will switch to Ukrainian. To make a short intro, I'm congratulating also Women Go Tech on presentation on opening of the program for Ukrainian women. I think it's a big value for the Ukrainian community and for the IT community to acquire such a great specialist. So I'm gonna talk about our experience in Beetroot Academy. We are IT school, a Swedish-Ukrainian organization and a social enterprise that work in Ukraine from 2014. So we already have some experience educating women and helping them to get employed. So I will share some success stories. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And I'll share the presentation. І перейду на українську. Мене звати Настя, я працюю в Beetroot Academy, і я координую наші стратегічні партнерства. Нещодавно познайомилися якраз з Women Go Tech і зрозуміли, що у нас доволі схожа ціль, доволі схожа місія – це допомогти якомога більше жінкам долучитись до IT-сфери. Ми в Beetroot Academy працюємо не тільки з жінками, ми працюємо з дуже широкою аудиторією, тобто всі і чоловіки, і жінки з різних професій, різного віку, хто зацікавлений в такому так званому reskill, тобто змінити професію і перейти не з IT в IT в той період життя, коли це є необхідним. І чому ми це робимо, яка наша причина, з чого хотіли би почати свою презентацію, це те, що до 2030 року у нас в всьому світі спостерігається насправді велика потреба в технічних спеціалістах, хоч, звісно...
Настя, I'm not sure that we see the presentation very well, so if you can reshare again.
Yeah, thank you. For the comment, I'm just trying to, once again, reloading it. Just a second. I see maybe it was a problem when I did like a slideshow, so I'll keep it like that just in case it doesn't.
Super.
Thank you so much. Так, і говорила я про те, що насправді ми розуміємо, що IT-сфера зараз підлаштовує, звісно, має свої, скажімо так, ups and downs, є свої виклики, і, звісно, є періоди, коли джуніор-спеціалістів наймають менше, наймають більше, це все залежить від розвитку нових технологій, від розвитку нових мов програмування, від нових трендів. Але загальна картинка така, що IT-сфера рухається вгору, і так як з'являються якісь нові технологічні рішення, нові мови програмування і нові компанії на ринку, загальний попит на спеціалістів постійно росте. І так само ми бачимо, що є дуже багато тих людей, українців, українок, які під час вже повномасштабного вторгнення, повномасштабної війни втратили роботу, переїжджали в нові міста, нові країни, і їм якраз потрібна та робота, яку можна здобути доволі швидше, якщо порівняти з іншими спеціальностями, де є багато можливостей працевлаштування, де є багато, скажімо, такого потенціалу рости і розвиватись. І ось ці дві проблеми в академії ми бачимо, що можна об'єднати і надати таке рішення і навчити початківців, хто взагалі не має жодного жодних знань, і жодного досвіду в ІТ, навчити їх конкретним навичкам. Тому ми в академії впроваджуємо інтенсивні курси, вони від 2 до 4 місяців, і націлені саме на практичні навички. Навчаємо ми онлайн, і навчають у нас викладачі, які є практиками. Тобто вони вже працюють в ІТ-сфері, і вони можуть відповісти одразу на запитання, як воно в реальності. Тобто вони не тільки як теоретики, які викладають, а вони практикують. І наша основна ціль – це дати практичні знання, тобто на уроках викладачі надають практику, надають завдання, які студенти і студентки виконують під час уроку, а теорія читається студентами і студентками вдома. Тому ми називаємо це таке методологією перевернутого класу, щоб не давати практику додому, а урок перетворювати в теоретичні лекції. У нас працює все навпаки. І під час уроків студенти, студентки займаються практикою, щоб в кінці курсу у них вже було портфоліо, яке вони можуть показати потенційному роботодавцю. Саме тому ми орієнтуємося на практику і хочемо справді допомогти людям здобути нову професію доволі швидко. Тому ми тут також фокусуємося на самопрацевлаштуванні, фокусуємося на тому, щоб залучати тих студентів, які не мали технічного досвіду, тобто всі курси будуємо з нуля, і у нас вже половина наших студентів взагалі не має ніякого технічного досвіду, і 54% наших студентів – це жінки. Тому саме тому ми вбачаємо дуже цінним це партнерство з Women Go Tech, тому що наша ціль – допомогти жінкам також повірити у себе і не боятись переходити в ІТ і не боятись опановувати як технічні, так і нетехнічні спеціальності. І так само, щоб жінки, які проживають не в IT-хабах, так званих IT-хабах, як Київ, Одеса, Львів, Дніпро, тобто ті великі міста, де є багато IT-компаній, але й проживають в менших містах чи переїхали за кордон. Нам важливо довести те, що зараз більшість роботи в ІТ відбувається онлайн, і дуже важливо залучати в ІТ тих людей, які, можливо, не проживають в таких великих містах, де є ці IT-компанії фізично, і ми також надихаємо долучатись до IT-навчання студентів-студенток з різних місцевостей. У нас 67% студентів-студенток, вони проживають поза цими такими головними IT-містами. Я б хотіла ще запитати вас невеликий інтерактив провести, запитати вас, як ви вважаєте, скільки відсотків жінок зараз взагалі працює в Україні в IT-сфері? Можна писати в чат цифру відсотком, скільки всього жінок від технічних, нетехнічних спеціалістів в ІТ. І напишіть, будь ласка, в чат. Цікаво, як ви вважаєте, яка зараз ця частка. Бачу 48% жінок, таке дуже оптимістичне припущення, хороше. 30, 10, 30, 38, 20, 35. Тобто все-таки більшість з вас вважає, що це менше половини. Що це коливається в такі між 20-30, бачу зараз в середньому число, 25, супер. Двоє останніх учасниць гадали вірно або знали це число, це 25%. Тобто загалом це не так багато, але впродовж останніх років є доволі динамічний рух. Ще кілька років тому такий відсоток коливався в межах 15%, 15-17%, і цей відсоток зростав, особливо останні роки, особливо під час пандемії, коли більшість людей або втрачали роботи, або потрібно було переходити в якісь онлайн спеціальності, щоб не так залежати від якихось офлайн локацій, все більше і більше людей, включно з жінками, переходило в ІТ, і за рахунок цього також цей відсоток збільшувався. От я вас хочу також надихнути те, що саме ви можете також бути частинкою цього відсотку і рухати нас всіх разом до гендерної рівності в ІТ, щоб в нас також ми так впевнено рухались і до 50, от до першого варіанту, який був в чаті, рухатись поступово. І такі організації, також як Women Go Tech, допомагають це зробити. Тому наголошую, що це робити не страшно і дуже круто. І хочу здати ще буквально кілька історій, які у нас в нашій академії трапились під час навчання і працевлаштування. Ми працюємо як соціальне підприємництво, тобто у нас є як і платні курси, так і проекти з донорами, тобто з міжнародними організаціями, з якими ми разом робимо курси, робимо проекти для вразливих верств населення, зокрема для переселенців, зокрема для жінок, які були жертвами гендерно зумовного насильства. І у нас є низка соціальних проєктів. Якраз в тих соціальних проєктах у нас був великий фокус на жінок. І вже деякі з них почали працевлаштовуватись. У нас є історія, як колишня вчителька математики прийшла спочатку наш вступний курс, щоб зрозуміти, що таке IT-сфера, а потім навчалась на курсі з фронтенд-розробки та вже шукає роботу. Тобто прийшла вона взагалі не знаючи, що таке розробка, як в неї потрапити, але використала свої знання з нетехнічної, скажімо так, не з IT, з свого вчителювання з математики, щоб розвинути себе в цій сучасній спеціалізації. Тобто тут я хочу вас також надихнути те, що можна використовувати свій нетехнічний досвід, не айтішний досвід, який ви мали на ваших попередніх роботах, тому що для працедавця це дуже цінно, якщо ви приносите знання з якоїсь попередньої сфери в ІТ. Якщо ви маєте 0 досвіду в ІТ, це не є, скажімо так, закриті двері. Ви можете подати ваш попередній досвід як корисний і релевантний. У нас також є історії працевлаштувань проектними менеджерками, також розробницями, маркетологинями. І що наші такі основні моменти, які ми для себе відзначили, те, що саме менторство є дуже великою силою в цьому, тому що дуже часто, коли ми починаємо працювати або вчитись в новій для нас сфері, для нас це як такий невідомий океан. Ми не знаємо, куди рухатись, як правильно рухатись, де знайти ті контакти, як подаватись на вакансії, на що звертають увагу роботодавці, як правильно себе подати, з ким варто знайомитись, на які події ходити, як знайти ту вакансію, тому що не всі, можливо, вакансії є на сайтах, а можливо, справді якісь такі особисті зв'язки, якісь є, скажімо, такі трюки, які допоможуть для себе знайти ту ж саме вашу можливість і вашу майбутню роботу. Тому менторство допомагає дуже значно. Людина, яка є вашим ментором, стає вашим таким провідником в сферу, яка допоможе вам з нею познайомитись, і вже після того відпускає вас вільне плавання на вашу нову роботу. Тому це величезний плюс, і менторство не варто недооцінювати, так як якісь спочатку для нас дуже очевидні речі можуть бути дуже неочевидними в новій для нас сфері. Тому також вас заохочую подаватись на програму менторства і скористатись такою можливістю. Також, що важливо, ще таких 2 пункти. Другий – це те, що дуже важливо є саме спільнота жінок, з якими ви навчаєтесь здобувати нову професію. Ми помітили в наших проєктах, що жінки підтримують одна одну, дають одна одній якісь поради, діляться можливостями, діляться якимись посиланнями на якісь нові програми, радіють одна з одною. Це неймовірно підтримує, тому що ти розумієш, що ти не одна в цьому, і що є також інші жінки, які в цьому ж самому шляху. Тому так само раджу вам знайомитись одна з одною, якщо ви бачите там ви з одного міста, чи зараз проживаєте в одному місці за кордоном, або вивчаєте ту саму спеціалізацію, раджу вам знайомитись, допомагати одна одній. І це те, що в наших програмах, наших курсах також допомагали дуже студенткам потім знаходити роботу. І третє – це те, що, знову ж таки, хочу наголосити, використовуйте свій не IT-бекграунд для того, щоб подати це роботодавцю як плюс, тому що в IT дуже багато є невеликих підсфер, наприклад, такі як Green Tech, тобто технології, які пов'язані з екологічною сферою, це EdTech, технології, які пов'язані з освітою, FinTech. технології, IT-рішення, які пов'язані як з фінансовою сферою. Якщо ви, наприклад, в минулому працювали чи економісткою, фінансисткою, бухгалтеркою, це важливо. Також і ви, наприклад, навчились проектному менеджменту в IT, сміливо подавайте свій досвід попередній як плюс для роботодавця, тому що ви можете в конкретних IT-сферах, підсферах підказати, куди рухатись і що робити. Від мене все, щоб багато не говорити, буду рада відповісти на ваші запитання. Пізніше підкажемо, коли буде саме слот для запитань-відповідей. Я буду дуже рада підказати більше, відповісти. Дякую.
Thank you, Nastya. So we're very soon going into the questions, so that it would be to Nastya and to myself. So before we jump into that, I want to, and I think Matt has already shared our website, but very simple from our side is just go to womengotech.com. This is where we will announce, and we have all the information about the programs. Our applications are open till the 22nd of March. So it's like in a couple of days. So it's not so much to overthink. It's very simple to make decision, right? We tend to sometimes overthink about things. So it's very straightforward. And also follow us on the social media, because in us and the Beetroot, we will be sharing a lot to everything, opportunities that are coming, everything that we think it is important to share in your requalification journey to tech. So this is very simplistic, very clear call for action, but I think the most important is that right now we answer all your questions, because I guess there are some. So if ask us in any language, I'm sure we will figure out how to answer. I understand a bit, but we'll see in regards to the programs or your specific case, what you would like to do. So tell us, and we are here to answer. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, hello. Can I ask one more question? And now I'm looking for the program, acceleration program, and we have eligibility, motivation, and determination that participants should have some previous experience or some small knowledge or some courses, books, and like self-learning activities, and you need to provide it. It's like some you need to apply and show proof what kind of experience do you have, and I'm interested more what kind of not units, what kind of specific do you have? For example, if I'm interested in Python language, do you have it where I can see it in the website?
Okay, so I will try to answer explaining what the program is and what is not, and what we accept, whom we accept. Okay, so we do not teach the coding itself. There will not be a lessons how to code and so on, but we will, for example, if we go into the, let's say, data analysis, right? We will explain on what kind of languages you need to know, what kind of certificates you have to have, and different steps of this specialty on what is needed. We trust that you will go to learn the language to different sources, and we will recommend you where to go. We will say you can go there to the Beetroot for one course, you can go to another school, we can recommend you the cheaper ones, the more expensive ones for free, all the possibilities. But what Women Go Tech does is we do not prepare the skills, but we try to navigate you that, okay, because why we do this? We notice that even if you know how to do the Python, does not mean that you have a job. And this is what is the problem, what we noticed. Sometimes we had participants who are coming to us and saying, I have 10 certificates. And we ask, like, why don't you have a job? I don't know. And then our mentor will be working with this participant and say, okay, So you should go and apply. And then he found out that, okay, the person is maybe not self-confident and so on. In some cases, women are lost. Like, I have so many certificates, but I don't know what career path to do. So this program is not providing hardcore skills, but what we ask, okay, if I want to go into product ownership, let's say, so we will ask, okay, what did you do before that you really know that product ownership is for you? Did you have some certificates online? Did you read some articles? Why particular sphere is interested? And then we will provide you more and more knowledge, because in the program, in acceleration program, we have content sessions, but we will have from 3 to 6 content sessions depending on the topic. So that will not be enough in general, right, to go to the sector, but we will tell you where to go, what to do, and with mentor, you usually also get mentor from similar sphere, so he will shorten your learning, because you can buy 10 books and don't know what to do, but then they will say, okay, try this, try that, then in a month we meet, okay, show me what did you do.
And now I understand why it's like one time on the month we have mentor session, because when some lady talk about this, I thought house can be effective, like one time for the month, but now I understand it's more like
so we usually
on a way, not like hard skills, it's more soft, like
it's more focused on the soft skills and also orientation, but we recommend to have two, to have hard skills plus Women Go Tech program, because we noticed a lot of situation happens that people go to coding schools, not all of them, but like, of course, go to coding schools, learn how to code, and cannot find a job because they are left alone. No one will guide them, and that is it. And then it's a lost opportunity.
Okay, so, I see. Now I understand like your way of mentoring of this program, like it's more correct.
Okay,
thank you.
good.
Thank you a lot for explanation.
Thank you. How do I pronounce your name?
Zana.
Zana. Okay, thank you, Zana.
Yeah, Zana. Yeah. Thank you, Zidrone.
Yes, thank you. Also, I see Victoria asked the question, what are the criteria to choose mentor, or mentor chooses you? How does it work? Thank you. So that would be a self-matching. We will have a platform when mentors are there and mentees are there. And you will apply for your select mentor, and mentor also will select you. So it will be a self-matching thing. What is usually happening is that we try to take mentors apply for the same track as you apply. So tracks we call the specialties, right? We have 9 of them, and you can apply. For example, I apply for quality assurance specialist, and when mentors apply for us, they also apply. I am applying for quality assurance, and then we connect those. Also, mentors are answering the questions: how do you like to communicate? What kind of mentee you would like to have? Because sometimes, you know, that's important also to build this relationship. So, and then in the platform, we will have a self-matching, and in case there was not possible to match, then we are matching as organization those who are left either without mentors or could not find a good match. So this is our responsibility. Right now, when we have a lot of participants, we have the programs. Before, we were doing with the stickers, knowing all of the mentors personally and participants as well. So it was quite a journey for us. Okay. Do we have more questions?
Can I ask more?
Of course.
I already applied for the discovery program, but now I understand that I'm more interested in acceleration program. Can I switch? Because I'm used to this coupon and make first model. Like, and now I understand that I want to, because I have experience around 1 year in QA, and now I want to go more deeply, like in this way. Is it possible to switch from discovery program to acceleration program?
So I would recommend just apply for acceleration program, and also send, if you do not want to participate in the discovery program, just send us an email to support@womengotech.com, and then we will reply in how to proceed. But I recommend to just apply, and of course then you would get selection procedure for discovery, but you can also do both.
Oh, yeah, this is my next question.
I guess so.
Okay, it's possible also. Okay, thank you, Ella.
Yes, you can do both. It's okay.
Okay, thank you.
It's just that we start them at the same time. So if you discard like one, then it will be too late for the other. So
this is why now when I choose your your explanation, I understood that like it will be too late acceleration, but I'm like more interested in that one. Okay,
super.
Thank you.
But it's very nice that you worked in quality assurance already.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. How about the others? Any reflections? Maybe you want just to share something. It does not need to have a question, but
hello, I'm in that video because
That's
I'm not
okay.
at my working place right now. I want to say thank you to you because the way your mentorship is working is very nice, and I think it's very important to help people to find their way to their dream job, as you provided us. And I'd like I have a little question about how you choose mentor for mentee for the participant, because you mentioned different problems with which participant quite in finding their dream job, and how do you choose the right mentor for the right participant?
So we will do, like as I commented. Thank you very much, actually, for the question, and in general for support. So what we do, we talk to mentors, and mentors have to apply, which means mentors have to be very motivated. Mentors have to be motivated to do this thing. Second, mentors, they get a separate training course on how to mentor. So they will come into the journey of also knowing how to mentor. It's not that mentors will tell their success story and that's it. The change is not happening like that. So we try to communicate quite a lot with them that they would have a very good background to be in this program as mentor, because it's a big responsibility as well. Then when we go into the matching, we try to look into, okay, where does the mentee would like to go, ideally, in what kind of direction? And is that mentor at least coming from this world where the mentor understands? Mentor does not have to be a very hands-on specialist, because our program is not to teach coding. Our program is not to teach the hard skills. But our mentor has to ask good questions, right? So the mentor has to know what kind of questions to ask, right? To find the barriers, to guide you somewhere. Mentors, sometimes they themselves don't know the answer, but they know at least 5 friends. They will connect you to those 5 friends, and those friends will answer you the questions, right? So mentor is basically the connector, the champion. And how we match based on certain answers, what they answer to us when they apply. So we have that information, and we provide you and mentor to choose. Do you like each other, and you commit to this mentorship relationship, right? This is both parties say, okay, we match, and then you start the journey. If you are not happy with the mentorship, and let's say, I don't know, something happened, like expectations are not met, then right after the program starts, then we will be able, like, of course, Irina most probably will be asking the questions and saying, okay, so what happened? Why do you think it's not a good match? What we can do in order to rematch, whom we can find, and so on. So it's our job to find the right fit for you, to really support you. But usually we match quite well. I have a funny story to say that once we matched, even there was a mentor from one company. He had one name, surname, and there was another mentee. And then when we matched, they both came, and then they told we cannot be in this mentorship connection. And then we asked, like, why, what happened, companies are different and so on. They told, like, oh, we are in relationship in general. So it was that, like, then we told, like, okay, so we do good matching. But other than that, jokes aside, we try to base on the certain characteristics. But of course, you know, I think the most important is not that the characters and the vibrations would meet. The most important that you have a very similar goal. Mentor comes here to support and help and dedicate time. And of course, our participants, they are very eager to receive questions and to receive the guidance. That already makes a very good match. So that, because from both sides, this is not a push. Everyone is doing it on a voluntarily basis. So they have a meaning why they are doing it. Some mentors and Women Go Tech are doing it for 6 years. And they already had different experiences in what works, what doesn't.
Thank you for great answer. It's very clarifying. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anything else we can do for you, support you? Thank you. So feel free to raise the hand or just speak up. What we will do, we will send, for the ones who registered, we will send you a summary email with the links, where to go, and whom to write if you have more questions. Feel free to connect us, and also feel free to share this with your friends. Sometimes, you know, what we need is to go together this journey. So we're grateful if you share with the ones that you think are also interested, but maybe did not have time today to participate or did not know about this opportunity. This is the time right now to use it. We would be glad if you join our community, and of course, we are here to support you. Good. So if no more questions, I'm very grateful. Maybe, I don't know if there were questions to Anastasia. If there are not, you have our contact email. Matas just shared, so he will be bumped with the questions, I guess, and very busy to answer. You can always find us on social media, so we will not run away. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this interest, and we're here with you in this journey, in both of the journeys, and we hope that you succeed as the power women in tech.
Thank you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you a lot. Very nice to meet you, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for
Bye.
joining.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.